This is usually the starting page for all of your Blackboard shell entry points. The announcements, usually the new ones, appear at the top, and this one should be doing that. And then on the left there is the blue navigation bar, and there's a lot of items on that you need to be aware of. Specifically, we're going to go through a few of these learning modules. You're probably already familiar with the My Instructor section, and that tells you how to get a hold of me and so forth. And this this link here does the submit your assignments. This is where you submit some important bigger assignments. And if you want to go back to the announcements, you can go there if you're not already looking at that particular spot. Then here are the general questions. This is a really good place for you to go to ask anything at all related to the course, and I guarantee that I will be answering your questions within 24 hours of this, of posting anything to this. And also feel free, please, to post something on the Class Cafe forum, and it's mostly to introduce yourself a little bit to me. And whereas the one Class Mixer inside learning modules probably is a little bit more to introduce yourself to each other. So also, nobody ever uses this particular forum here, but this is the librarian's discussion question section, and this guy never gets anything, seems like. But you should absolutely watch this video about accessing the library. It's really critical for you to do that. And so it shows you how to get into things, and this is really a key part of the course, so make sure you do that. So, and then you have access to your grades, and here are the assignment rubrics. I want you to remember that they are there because they're all here. Okay, how am I going to grade your work? This is an important aspect. This also tells you what we do whenever you submit things through this portal under Submit Your Assignments. And there's also some directions on how to view your assignment grades and feedback here. And so here we have the discussion rubric, which you should print out this week right away. And this one too, the Module 1 Journal, Guidelines and Rubric. And then coming up soon is the Assignment 1 Milestone, and then the document and that you have to produce for that. And then this is Assignment 2 Milestone, and then the Assignment 2 paper that goes with it. That's the actual paper. So those are the different rubrics for that, and this is the last week's work, Assignment 3. And then when we have writing workshops, which I believe there are 2, then you'll be using that rubric. Okay. So, and I do want everyone to make sure they print out this Assignment 2 document, and because this is the overall project in the course, and you need to know what your goals are for this course, so, and what you're shooting for. Okay, and on your navigation bar it doesn't show facilitation guide, but it does show academic support, and there are a ton of things here. You've got the Learning Community Connect, you've got the Academic Resources page, you've got the SNHU research guides, the citations style guides, the citation management tools, the checklist for writing. You got smart thinking. You have disability services and accessibility guarantees. And then the student services link up here gets you another version of this. And so, especially in the middle here, there's the Writing Center and then the Shapiro Library. Okay, so we're going to go back to this and go specifically into the learning modules. Now, make sure you read this carefully because it says when you finish your syllabus review, check the box next to mark as reviewed, and in your version, I believe there's a little checkbox over here that you should click right next to it that says reviewed to access your weekly modules. And then when you do that, then MindEdge, the code will be given to you. Okay. You only have to enter the code the very first time you enter MindEdge, and many of your assignments are going to be completed getting into that. Okay. Then if you have any questions at any given point, I have the instructor access here, although that's not on your computer, and I can always check the back end to see if you've completed assignments and see what you've written and also when you did it exactly. There's a timestamp on everything. So today we're going to get into Module 1. And so in Module 1, we have 6 items here. And I'd like you to complete the discussion for the class mixer. And if we click on 1-1, you'll see that I've got a few people already who are doing that. And when I want to see them or read them, I click plus. Okay? And then on your version, I believe this shows it's been unread. And if you want to make sure you don't see it each time completely, just click that bell. Okay? And if you want to reply to it, you don't have to start a new one, but you can click reply. If you've already written one and want to edit, here you go. If you want to delete one, you can click this. Now, this is actually a place where I might grade it when I do, so that's important. Also, there's this thing marked new thread. If you want to start posting something like your comment on the class mixer, click that. That'll open up. Okay? If you want to read something, click the plus. If you want to read anything more, click the plus. Okay? So that's how that works. Then we go back out of that. And you need to make sure you read this reading section. And then we're going to go to discussion in everyday life. And you need to read this introductory material. You need to print out and be very familiar with this rubric. And here are the directions. It always surprises me when people don't read the directions. But you're not going to be that way, right? I hope so. I mean, I hope not. Okay. So if you want to say something on this, your initial post, you click new thread. Okay. And here's what it does. You can type subject line, then you can type your post here. And you can insert an image, you can insert a link, you can put indentations on it, flush right, change the font, whatever you want. Okay? And if you want to see if anybody replies to you, click this little thing here. And then to post it, click post. Alright, so we've got quite a few already. And now the very last thing, okay, first I want to miss this. Read the brainstorming ideas. That's important. Then I want you to look at the activity. And then I want you to look at 1-6 journal from problem to persuasion. And here's the directions bit by bit, and also the rubric. And so far nobody has posted to this, but I don't expect that. Usually it's towards the end of the week. So make sure you go through this and read each of these sections. Okay? I think that'll give you a big boost if you know how to go through that. All right. Keep in mind, material like this graded version, it's important for you to mark everything that is graded, to do everything that is graded here. Because even if I don't grade it, the computer grades it, and you need to do it in full. All right. So, see you in the modules.